Greetings! I am Herbert Erpaderp, and this is Herbert Erpaderp's Quick Tips. Today I'm going to show you my bits box. What's special about that? Well, nothing really, but I recently decided to be a little more organised with my storage of bits, and that's what the video is really about. I'm sure all of you have built kits and had various bits left over. I actually quite like this. The example I have here is the leftover parts from the very nice Rubicon 28mm scale M10 kit, and a link to that build video will be in the description. I had this sizable pile left over after building the model. I don't worry about cleaning the parts up at all. Unless you have a plan to use these parts right away, it's really just a waste of time. Next comes the organisation part. I got a box of small snap seal bags. These are quite cheap. You can probably see where this is going. I label the bag in a sensible way. I include the manufacturer, the scale of the model, and what the model is. I've found it's easiest to label the bag before putting stuff inside. Putting the bits in the bag is obviously the next step, and it's usually not too much of a challenge. The reason I've chosen to use snap-lock bags like these is because of their size. Also, they really hold in the freshness. The number of leftover parts obviously varies from kit to kit, and these bags can flatten down and take up next to no space if, for example, you only have a gun or a couple of hatches. But they can also expand enough to hold just about any part, and they are available in bigger sizes if you've got larger parts or entire sprues to store. You could also put decals in these bags if you want, but you might risk damaging the sheets. I store my decals separately. Once all the parts are in the bag, seal it up and it's ready to be put in the actual box. What I'm using for a bits box isn't really anything special. It's just a large MDF box. It sits under my desk, which explains why it's so dusty. You can see I just drop all of the labelled bags in here. No fancy organisational system, but even just doing this, it will be much easier to find parts if I go looking for something from a particular model. I used to keep all my bits in little sets of drawers like this, sorted by game or manufacturer, and I still do for things like Metal Flames of War bits. They just didn't seem to be worth the effort to sort through. To get the kind of organisation I wanted to do with these little drawers would take up silly amounts of space, and I wanted to avoid that. It did take quite a bit of work to sort through my plastic bits after I decided to do this, but after that's done, as long as I label and bag the bits right after I've built the model, it's easy to keep this organised. So what do you think? How do you store your bits? Do you organise them at all, or just keep them all in one big box? You do keep them, don't you? Let me know in the comments below, and if you have any other techniques, tools or products you would like me to demonstrate on Herbert Erpaderp's Quick Tips, let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do. If you enjoyed this video, click the thumbs up button. If you thought it was a bit rubbish, thumbs down. If you know anyone that might find this useful, feel free to share the video with them. If you've not done so already, go ahead and subscribe to be notified of future videos. And if you really like the videos I make, please consider helping to support the channel via Patreon. This can be done at patreon.com/HerbertErpaderp. A link is on screen now and in the description. I'll be back again soon, so until then, happy modelling and thanks for watching. Farewell.